What's up, guys? I'm here with another video today, and we're going to be recapping the NFL draft, the whole thing. Now, I'm going to go through every single team and give you my grades for both the team and the prospect. Today, we're starting off with the NFC West, and I'm going to give you all four teams: the Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks, and 49ers, every single pick, my analysis of them, and let you know if I thought their draft was a good draft class. If you didn't know, I'm a 49ers fan, so of course I'm very invested with the 49ers having the third pick. So let's see what grade I give them. Be sure to drop a like on the video, be sure to subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. A lot is going to be coming out, especially NBA wise, because NBA playoffs are now. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the video. Going on to the 49ers in the NFL draft, I had given their class a B plus, and let me tell you why. I'm going to factor in everything. Given the trade up to go to number three, I'm going to factor in the trade downs that they did. So let's start with number three. They picked Trey Lance. Individually, I give this pick a solid B, and it's not to hurt Trey Lance. I think that if Trey Lance, no strings attached, was the number three pick, I'd give it an A. But they traded three first round picks to go up to number one to number three. And it looks like Trey Lance isn't going to start for a good portion this year, which I agree is the best decision for his future. But when you're giving up that much value, it's kind of hard to overlook that because he's not going to play this year. And so you just gave up a good amount of future value as well as some present value for a player for the future. So that's why Trey Lance is a B. He's a phenomenal player, though. Phenomenal player. He probably will do well because of Kyle Shanahan's development with quarterbacks. And, let's see how he does. And if he even gets much playing time this year. With their second round pick, pick 48, they traded down a couple spots with the Oakland Raiders, and they got an extra pick, which I like the trade down, which is why it's going to sweeten this pick and give it a B plus. Aaron Banks is a solid player in terms of pass protection, but he's not as good of a run defender, which is interesting because the 49ers are a heavy running team, right? Especially with their now really, really deep running back depth. And it kind of goes away from what they're looking for in an offensive lineman. Because Aaron Banks, he's a huge guy. He's not as agile. He can't really move out to the second level, which the 49ers want with the guards. And he's going to start. I understand that Mike McGlinchey is not a great pass protector, so maybe it's, to cover up that hole. But I think that there were better options maybe if they wanted to go offensive line here in terms of the guard position that you could fill up both holes in, where it's a solid pass protector and a solid run defender. Aaron Banks is like one kind of like tilting the scales toward pass protecting more than run defending, which is why it makes it a little questionable pick. And it's his traits itself that kind of limit his game to be agile. So let's see how the 49ers scheme it so that that's not exploited in the run game. Are they going to run heavy to the left side now or what? I don't know. But that's why I'll give the pick a B. That includes the trade up, of course, or trade down. I thought that they probably should have traded down here one more time and grabbed a corner. Paulson Adebo would have been a great fit. He literally looks like a Richard Sherman kind of comparison in terms of play size, or in terms of playing, in terms of size. I thought that that would have been a perfect pick here. He slipped to 76, steal for the New Orleans Saints. I thought Elijah Molden could have been a solid pick because he could play in the overhang position. He could also play some safety, and he's a bit more pro ready. But in their third round, they traded up, trading that fourth round pick they got from the Raiders and their one of their fourth round picks to get Trey Sermon at pick 88. I give this pick a B plus because of the player. Trey Sermon is a pretty solid player. He kind of fits with the 49er system because guess what? He's a power back. He's not one of those elusive type of backs that the 49ers have with multiple other running backs like Jeff Wilson, like Raheem Mostert, and like JaMychal Hasty. He's more of a power back, so he's unique. But taking a running back here when cornerback was a better need, especially with Elijah Molden still on the board, that's a little shaky, especially since you need that slot cornerback at this moment. After because all your cornerbacks are gone after next year. K'Wan Williams is going to get a raise. Jason Verrett is probably going to get a raise. So you probably need some cornerback depth there, or even slot receiver. I thought that De'Ami Brown, if they could have traded up for a couple spots, I thought that instead of trading up to 88, they could have traded up maybe to 80, taking De'Ami Brown, who would have been an amazing pick, phenomenal player. there, but they stuck with Trey Sermon. I think that this pick is a B plus just because of the player that they drafted. At pick 102, they got Ambry Thomas, which I was kind of like. Ambry Thomas is a solid player. He's a kind of more of a project player. He's going to be there in the backfield, uh, sorry, in the secondary, probably to learn behind the two safeties that they have right now. Another pick toward the future. I would have loved Elijah Molden, who just went one pick in front, which sucked for me. But Ambry Thomas is a solid player. He should be a backup for probably the next 1 to 2 years and then slot in. So he's kind of a pick toward the future. In round five, they got Jalen Moore, the offensive tackle out of Western Michigan, and I thought that this pick was an A. I thought this pick was phenomenal value in round five, especially for a swing tackle who can also probably play some guard. So I'll see how the 49ers scheme him this year and if they plan to use him much, or are they going to try and develop him and have him play that left tackle position, or maybe even right tackle if McGlinchey's gone. I found this as kind of an insurance pick in terms of if one of their linemen is hurt, and it adds to their deep depth at the position, especially after last year with the amount of injuries. So that was their first fifth round pick. Their second fifth round pick was Damador Lenore. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but cornerback out of Oregon at pick 172. I was okay with this pick. I didn't think that the pick was amazing. I'd probably give it a B minus because I think that this was probably their biggest reach in this whole draft at cornerback. I didn't think that they needed to go another cornerback here, especially if they were planning to go with Talawena Hufanga in the next round. I thought that, they probably should have stuck to either getting a slot receiver here and try and develop some more young talent because you already got your two, or they could have gone with another position like the edge rusher here because, of course, that's a little bit more limited with Nick Bosa there with Eric Armstead. I guess if he plays D tackle, he plays D tackle. If he plays edge, he plays edge. But with kind of limited depth there, you might want to go there. But it's okay. That's that pick. But the next pick I liked. I'm going to give it an A minus because of the potential of Talawena Hufanga at pick 180. I think that the player itself is good. The reason he fell is because he tested poorly. He tested like Xavier McKinney last year, who was probably going to go in the first round. He dropped to the second round because he ran that 4.63 40. Talawena Hufanga ran the same thing. But I think that the traits are there in terms of the actual football game. I don't know as much about the speed. I think his game speed is a little faster than that 4.63, which scared teams. So I think that he's definitely got some places to improve upon. But Talawena Hufanga is a solid player. I think he's got good potential. He's a hard hitter, and I think that he'd fit in well in a couple of years as a starting safety for the 49ers. Their last pick was Elijah Mitchell, or Eli Mitchell, out of Louisiana Lafayette, running back in the sixth round, pick 194. And I thought that this pick was also a B plus because I like Elijah Mitchell. I like that they can develop him. I thought that the reason this pick isn't higher because it's sixth round running back, right? 49ers, of course, have a great track record, but it's not as big of a position need. He's basically insurance next year for Raheem Mostert if Raheem Mostert leaves because of course, Raheem Mostert is being underpaid a bit. So if Mostert leaves, he's basically their kind of guy because he's one of those elusive backs who can shift gear and change direction pretty well. He's definitely got some room to improve. So he can definitely learn from the crowded running back group right now to prepare for the future. But, it was a kind of a luxury pick in terms of you had other needs like slot receiver and you went with another running back. So that's why the pick got degraded a bit. But that's my overall 49ers draft class. Let me know about what your guys' thoughts are for the 49ers class, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.